Aloha! Welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Friday, April 4th, 2025. I'm Patty Lee, and these are some of the stories that may interest you today. It appears state lawmakers are not just blowing hot smoke. They are taking the Hawaii Attorney General investigation of the August 2023 Maui wildfire very seriously. House Bill 1064 has passed second reading and moves on to third reading in the Senate. This will bolster the authority of the Office of the State Fire Marshal to address a broad spectrum of fire safety issues. DLNR supported an amendment to have the Office of the State Fire Marshal report directly to the governor. Despite some economists saying that phasing out short-term rentals could shock the economy, Mayor Bisson appears to be going forward with the plan. Tasha Kama, the chair of the County Council's Housing and Land Use Committee, has released a statement that these meetings could be scheduled as soon as early to mid-May for optimal community input. The council would need to approve the plan in order for it to be implemented. And the beat goes on. The world's smallest heart pump is saving lives at Maui Memorial Medical Center, the island's only acute care hospital. The device, called Impella, allows the heart to rest and recover while the pump takes over to deliver blood and oxygen to the rest of the body. Since its launch at Maui Memorial Medical Center in July, doctors have used the Impella successfully 14 times. Those saved include a big wave surfer and Maui Police Assistant Chief. The number of measles cases in the U.S. has doubled compared to last year and is spreading especially among the unvaccinated in Texas, New Mexico, Kansas, Ohio, and Oklahoma. The State Department of Health is expanding efforts to prevent a measles outbreak in Hawaii and says a population vaccination rate of at least 95% is needed to prevent a measles outbreak. In Hawaii, the measles vaccination rate is 90%. Should a measles outbreak occur in Hawaii, students without a record of taking the vaccine may be prohibited from attending school. You can find a vaccine locator on the web at the address below. The Maui anesthesiologist who tried to put his wife to sleep for good by hitting her in the head with a rock, smashing her face on the ground, and reportedly trying to push her off the pali on Oahu is set to enter a plea in court on Monday. The doctor, Gerhard Koenig, is charged with attempted murder. Earlier this week, a judge granted a restraining order that forbids Gerhard, who is currently being held on $5 million bail, from contacting his children. The wife told police he tried to inject her with an unknown liquid as well. There will be some well-known liquids on tap at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center in May. If there are no hiccups, the MAC has set the dates for their annual signature fundraiser, the Maui Brewers Festival. This big event will be on Saturday, May 17th, with a new beer lover VIP category in addition to general admission. Tickets are available now at mauiarts.org. Next week is National Crime Victims' Right Week. Queen Kahumanu Center will host 2 community events to educate the public on efforts to achieve justice for victims of crime. The National Crime Victims' Rights event will be held on Tuesday, April 8th from 5 to 7 p.m. And the MEMA Preparedness Expo will be held on Saturday, April 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 13-year-old Emily Mullen of Maui's 808 Gymnastics Club is quite an acrobat. She has been at it since she was 7 years old, and she recently won the Hawaii state title in gymnastics at the 2025 state championships. This is the 4th consecutive year Mullen has placed to compete for regionals, earning 2nd place in Washington State a couple years ago, while currently remaining in the top 5 in the entire region. This winter, Micah Labuanan, the senior grappler from Kamehameha Schools, Maui, became the first wrestler from Maui to win 4 consecutive titles, also known as the Grand Slam, at the Hawaii High School Athletic Association's Boys State Tournament. Micah continues to rack up the hardware on the wrestling mat, earning All-American status by placing 5th at the 2025 National High School Coaches Association High School Nationals. Hawaii Land Trust is partnering with UH Maui College for the 5th year of the Ahupua'a Stewards Leadership Program. This free program helps high school students on Maui develop and implement environmental decisions informed by Ahupua'a systems. The summer session runs from June 10th through July 17th, with in-person classes at the UHMC Kahului campus and field trips across Maui. Additional information is available at this website. There are some keiki on Lanai starting to skate through life. Hundreds gathered in Lanai City last weekend to celebrate the grand opening of the new Lanai Youth Center and skate park. Lanai Council member Gabe Johnson characterized the center as spaces to build lasting traditions and community bonds. The celebration featured a ceremonial pule by Samson Aki, a blessing from Sacred Heart's clergy, and shave ice treats for attendees. They will be singing in the rain or fog or whatever the upcountry weather will be next weekend. Seabury Hall's Middle and Upper School Choral Ensemble presents Broadway Bound, a Tony Awards-inspired musical showcase on Thursday, April 10th and Friday, April 11th at 7 p.m. Tickets are available at this web address. Even our visiting whales know Maui's no ko'oi. The Valley Isle led Hawaii with 307 humpback whale sightings during the Pacific Whale Foundation's Great Whale Count, held on the last Saturday in March. The count tallied 220 sightings on Oahu, 28 on the Big Island, 122 on Kauai, 11 on Molokai, and 26 on Lanai. The total across all of the islands was 714. According to the Pacific Whale Foundation, the number of humpback whales in Hawaii showed a peak of 1,947 sightings during a 4-hour window back in February. In March Madness news, one team that competed in the Maui Invitational Basketball Tournament last November in Lahaina is still alive in the Final Four, the number 1 ranked Auburn Tigers. And it looks like a cat fight coming up this weekend. The Tigers square off against the Houston Cougars on Saturday for a chance to compete for the National Men's College NCAA Championship on Monday. For sports news closer to home, here is the unflappable Rick Shonley with the Molokai Sports Report, followed by our Aloha Friday Photo Finish.
Aloha, sports fans, wherever you may be. My name is Rick Shonley. We are at the studios of Akaku in downtown Kaunakakai, Molokai, and this is the Molokai Sports Report. History was made last weekend at Lahaina Luna at Sukuli Field up there on the mountains of Lahaina as girls flag football got their season started, and the Molokai Lady Farmers did fantastic. We want to thank Uncle Glenn Pasquale for the awesome pictures of our Lady Farmers. Head coach Kimo Orlando told us that their Lady Farmers did great. They lost both of their games on Friday. Baldwin 24, Molokai 12. Kamehameha Maui 18, Molokai 12. On Saturday, they laced them up again and they faced Lahaina Luna. Now these are top teams in the MIL with way more athletes to choose from than Molokai. And they lost on Saturday 14-13. They were down 14-7 in the last quarter with 1:30 left in the game. Kaya Yamashita gets a receiving touchdown and the coaches decided to go for 2 for the win. And they didn't get the 2-point conversion. They lost by 1. 7 players players on the field, flag football style. This is Wahinis playing football, and it is awesome. So good luck as they continue their season later on this month. Softball girls traveled to Hana and they got 2 victories. They beat Hana 21-5 on Friday, and on Saturday they won 16-1. The Lady Farmers are now 3-1 on the season. Natalia Pastrana pitched on both days and she got the wins. On Friday, Maya Ignacio was 3 for 3 with a double and a triple and 2 RBIs. Natalia Pastrana was 2 for 2 with a double and a triple, 2 walks, and 3 RBIs. On Saturday, Pastrana again was 1 for 1 with a double, 2 walks, and 2 RBIs. Christine Hanapi, 1 for 2 with a double and 2 RBIs. Way to go, Lady Farmers! Boys volleyball was on the road to Pedro de la Cruz Gym in Lanai City last weekend. On Friday, Lanai wins in 4 sets. On Saturday, they laced them up again at the Pedro de la Cruz Gymnasium in Lanai City, and it was a 5-set match. Lanai wins 3-2. But excellent job, boys, competing against the Pinelands. There is much more boys volleyball to be played. News from the barn. This weekend, we only have 1 team traveling. Boys baseball is on the road to Maui as they will take on the Hana Dragons at Maui High School, Friday at 3 p.m. and Saturday at 10 a.m. Good luck, Molokai boys baseball, and we look forward to your games next weekend here on Molokai at Duke Maliu Regional Park. My name is Rick Shanley. This is the Molokai Sports Report. We are at the studios of Akaku in downtown Kaunakakai, Molokai. Have a great day. Aloha no. Taco.
And that's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us, and please keep watching Akaku channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or on your phone 24/7 with our app, Maui Stream. This is how we stay connected. I'm Patty Lee. Have a great Friday night and a long, relaxing weekend. Aloha.